Hey everybody. I haven't made a video in a while and I kind of wanted to show off what I am using so far in 2025. Still feels kind of weird to say that. I have 3 different books that I kind of use for multiple purposes. But I thought I would just kind of briefly flip through where we are so far in the year and what we're working on. This book, I'll just briefly talk about. It is a faux traveler's notebook. It is like faux leather. I've had this actual cover for years, so like it's gross and disgusting. But I wanted to make sure before I actually invest money in getting my own traveler's cover that this is something I would use. And this is kind of a companion book, so I have a couple little booklets in here. This first book is I believe this is a Midori brand. It's actually like a daily log, but instead of using it like a daily log, I've actually just using it for like long-term lists and things. So like, for example, I have movies I want to watch and then restaurants I want to try. So I'm gonna be decorating this one more, but I haven't really done much of that yet. I just started this book this week. The second book is just for creative journaling, and it's so far just as one entry that's kind of private, but it's just a grid insert. I'm pretty sure this is a Nuestra one that came with like a pack of traveler's notebook inserts. So I just haven't really tested out that much. And then this is a coloring book from Yellow Paper House that I have colored in off and on. So I just pop this in here as something like fun and creative to do in my free time. I am going to add a watercolor insert into this as well. And just have this be like a little creative outlet for me when I want to do more than just my daily log journaling or feelings journaling. Just to have some additional creative outlet here that I can use whenever I want. Don't have to use it every day. But that's what that is for. I also have in a Moterm, I think this is pebbled. I'm not really sure. I've not have a ton of Moterms. I have a Sterling Ink N2 size planner, and I have put a Salty Katie Co. cover on top of it, and then this is just oh my goodness, scrapbooking paper that I cut to slip inside the cover. I did get the one with the gold edges, but I don't know that I really cared whether I had it or not. And this one I've kind of decorated in the front. Hold on. I'm not sure what to do with that. And these front pages that have like the all the trackers, I didn't think I would use in this size of a notebook. So I've kind of just added decor instead, because I bring this one when I am on the go at appointments or grocery stores or whatever. So I have some sticky notes. I have pictures of my kids and my husband and myself. I do have this for like, I did keep this one for birthdays, but I haven't really used it that much yet. And then, yeah, I just kind of filled it up with decor. This is from Sweet Kawaii Designs. I thought that was a really cute full page sticker that I found. And then I clipped back the December one and the January one because we're now in February, but this is my February kind of filled out. And I have set up just like the monthlies on here with my like appointments and things like that. And then for the weeklies, I am very heavily inspired by the fun busyness of Mom Bee plans and Mama of More plans, and I'm just trying to just use stickers, make it fun, and fill it with stuff as I go. Usually I put my appointments ahead of time, and then I just kind of fill in the blanks with extra stuff as I get through the week. So, like, for example, this week Onyx Storm came out, so I put an Onyx Storm sticker here. And I'm really enjoying this as a creative outlet to kind of capture the whole week as a generalization. I really like how this is last week, so I really like how this turned out. And then this is this week, so just kind of enjoying it. I set up for next week already, so I'm just kind of really getting a chance to get a good overview of my week without having to be super detailed about every single to-do list I have to do. I did get the compact version because this felt like a lot of pages already. And I am using the back pages for just kind of overview of like to-do lists that I have to do. So not necessarily 2 days per page. I have 3. I kind of just add it as I go when I need it. It's not every single day. And then I did put a health log in here. I've never used a health log in this format before. This is kind of what Mama of More Plans does. So I'm going to see if I like this to add it into March or not. But I'm hoping with only using, not a whole day per page, that having a half year's worth of notes will be enough. And I'm hoping that I actually do go through and use all of that. But I think this is something that I'm enjoying, and I think it will be a good use of my entire year if I continue to stay in this book. Normally I have like a bullet journal style book, and I did purchase a Stalogy because I do miss that. Right now I'm using the B6 Vertical Full Year Common Planner, which started off pretty strong, and I was enjoying it to begin with, but the more that I'm in it, the more that I'm just starting to use it the way I use my Stalogy, and so I think I'm going to go back to a Stalogy. I have another clear cover on this that I got from Salty Katie Co. And I started by filling some of this up with decor again. And have some Coffee Monsters. I think that is from Planner Monkey Co. That was a freebie that I got from her. And these are all from Amazon. I have like the Year at a Glance, and then I have an index that I started up here because I had extra blank pages that I wasn't sure what to do with them. And then I made some mood boards. So this one was just like a motherhood mood board that I made and printed off before I replaced my printer ink. This one was more of a journal time, painting, iced coffee, creativity mood board, crocheting, things like that I wanted to be inspired by. This page, I could not figure out what I wanted to do with it. I was like, maybe I'll do the weather, maybe I'll do moon phases. So far, I've done nothing. This also, I can't track this way. I can't figure out how to track this way consistently. It just doesn't really work for me. And I don't like that my handwriting goes over the top of the month. This was fine, but I don't think that I really need it in this format, or will come back to enjoy reading it in this format, if that makes sense. Like, I'd rather just read it within the pages of my journaling. And then I did go back and back plan December. I was kind of decorating in December while I was getting ready. So like I started this actual book, I think I started the week of Christmas. So I went back and decorated with some stickies and stuff like that. And then this was my first full month actually in it almost every day. I used a partial kit from the Coffee Monsters Co. Plus just other stickers that I had laying around. And then I used it was another like partial kit, like the B6 comes in like pieces. So I used that again. And then these ones are like from Planning with Kay, just decor stickers. I did set up for March already because I have appointments that are coming up and I wanted to make sure to capture those. But other than that, I think that's all we have so far in the months. In the weeklies, I started off really strong as well, I think. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I had some to-do lists listed here. And like of this week. And then remember things for next week. And that was an okay spread. Getting into some more pretty planning on this side. We had some days that I wasn't doing so good. Some days that I filled out a lot. And then this is a week that I really enjoyed looking at. It's very pretty planning. There's a lot more of just capturing what happened. And less to-do lists other than my like this week list. And then this was also a good week for me in terms of just like memory keeping. But I don't really find much use in this. I feel like I have to come back and try and add later to what I'm doing. Like I feel like I have all these gaps that I have to try and fill in, and that just feels like work more than anything. Like I haven't even really done a whole lot this week with it. A lot of these stickers that I have put in the later parts of the week, I put in when I was setting up the week. So I don't know that I'm going to continue to use this section. I just don't know that the vertical layout is really for me, at least at this point. So I might come back to it later. Who knows? If we get into like the notes pages section, I can show you some of it for sure. I started off with like some of the yearly spreads that I would normally put in here. Some of the like big collections and things like that. Yeah, I started it the week of Christmas. So I started by like going in and actually journaling on those days, doing some memory keeping about Christmas this year. And just adding some fun decor in here and there. And then this is where we get into January. So in January, I just started off right away with journaling. And we get into more journaling and more journaling. And here's a spread of me and my husband. We've been together for 13 years. And then after that, you can see I kind of get into my old Stalogy. So gratitude area, a food log. This is a pregnancy log of my symptoms. And then into like some journaling of things that happened that day. And then the next week we have kind of a dashboard for the week and gratitude habits. So kind of getting into like the rhythm of what I'm used to. And adding some more logs in here. And then some more journaling in the back. So we do that all the way through until February, where we get these cute little gnomes. And I kind of started off with some of the monthly stuff that I would put at the beginning of a month. So, I mean, as you can see, it kind of has turned into just a basic bullet journal at this point, which is fine. I don't mind it being a basic bullet journal, but I don't think that like I need all this extra stuff in the front if I'm going to just fill all of this up with bullet journaling. So I think at this point I have kind of settled that this was a fun experiment and I like this book and I might come back to this book later in the year, but I miss having just my Stalogy paper, my Stalogy grid size, that I can just chuck around the house with me. And so I think I'm going to replace this with my Stalogy again. I have one in the mail coming tomorrow. So that is kind of where we're at in terms of what I have so far. If you have any questions, I'll leave comments open so you can put a comment down below. Otherwise, hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.